Hey, it's Candy. I'm in the she shed and I'm having this little dilemma. Should I make this video? Should I not? Sometimes I don't know if I should talk about these things or if I should not talk about these things. I don't know. Is it this? Is it that? Do I go here? Do I go there? And sometimes I'm like, God, why do you even want me to do this? Like, what's the point? But then I just have this drawing to come. And so today I just felt like somebody needed to hear that it's okay if you don't know. It's not the end of the world, and it's not, I don't know, some great and grand sin that you don't know everything. I mean, there might be some know-it-alls out there. They may know it all. But your girl here, she don't. And I'm okay with saying I don't know. And there are some questions that people have. There are some issues that people are struggling with. There are biblical things that I just don't have the answer for. And I've searched and searched and searched for years. I've searched and searched and searched. And you can clear cut see this person over here's got a view, that person back there's got a view, this group's got a view, everybody's got their view. And nothing wrong with that. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, okay? But whenever we clearly take something and we cut and dry it and we put it in this box, it's fixed right here, this is it, this is the way it is, and that's the only way it is. That's a problem with that. There are certain things that are clear cut and dry, but then there are certain things that the answers are just not that clear cut and dry. And I've seen people's arguments on both sides of the aisles for certain things, and all their scriptures and all their viewpoints and all their reasonings, and I see flaws in both of them. And I'm okay with saying on certain views and certain things that I don't know. It is not the end of Candy's world if she does not have God all 100% and completely figured out. Now, to some people, they think that's just the end of the world right there. And that's sad because that person is very unteachable and they will never come to know things that they might need to know because they're stuck in this place and they cannot see past their own nose. And that's the best way I know how to put it, because they know everything. They know what they know, and what they know is right, and everybody else in the whole wide world is wrong. But I don't know everything. I'm not here to be anybody's preacher or teacher or pastor, or I don't have all this education behind me. I'm just a person who has been a Christian for years and studying my Bible, and I still come up with things that I have questions about, and I don't know all the answers. But that doesn't mean that I'm wrong to have that struggle. Doesn't mean that I'm sinning if I'm wrestling with that. It doesn't mean that I am opening myself up to give you access to tell me what's wrong with me whenever I am okay with saying, I'm trying to figure this stuff out right here. But for right now, I don't have the clear-cut answer, and I don't know. And that does not mean that because I don't know that makes God bad, or that I can accuse him, or that it's all God's fault. Nor does that mean that I can clearly blame the devil for everything. And that everything's not that cut and dry. There are some things that people go through in life that they will constantly be blaming the devil and accusing Satan, and everything's the devil's fault. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's bad, it comes from the devil. If it's good, it comes from God. But sometimes we take things that are bad and we say, well, that must have been God's will. It was bad that it had to happen, but it must have been God's will. And at the same time, we got Shmooly Boo over there that's the devil. It's all the devil. It's all the devil. Some things are because we make bad choices in life. We make bad decisions. We don't go right. When God said go right, we say, I think I'm going to go see what's over here at the left. Or we don't slow down and stop when God says be still. No, I'm going to run on. That's the devil. He's trying to slow me down. Or we're going to stop and slow down when God is saying, you need to go through that door. See, we got everything. We're going to blame somebody. Everybody's going to blame everybody except for the person in the mirror. But you can't always do that. Everything is not that cut and dry. And it is okay at times in life to say, right now, at this moment, I don't know. But I am working on trying to get God to help me figure it out. And that's okay. That is okay. That's not the end of the world. And for you to open yourself up and say, I don't know. Some people will take that as the opportunity to point out to you where you're wrong. Let me show you what's wrong with you. I can tell you what's wrong with you. I know why. I know where you ought to be. I know what you're supposed to be doing. You know so much more than God, don't you? See, everything is not all that cut and dry. And we need to stop all this and all this. And I'll be the first to say right here, I'm talking to myself too, because I found myself doing it just today, and want to accuse, be high on life and praising God for something, and then along comes something and it just feels like it just knocks the wind out of you again, and you just want to accuse the devil, and you want to accuse God, and you have to catch yourself and say, you know what? God is still good. He's still faithful. And he's still on the throne. And whatever is going on right here, I don't understand it. I don't know why that had to happen. But it did. And for some reason, beyond my praying, beyond my believing, beyond my looking forward, and beyond my pleading the blood, and beyond my faith, and beyond anything to do with me, it still happened. Like I said, some things we just don't have the answers for right now. And so we need to be careful with pointing fingers and laying blame and cutting dry and pasting this in this section and that in that section, and you're in that section and you're over there and you over yonder, and all these labeling and name calling and thinking that I'm so high and mighty, I got all the answers. Let me tell you all about the answers. And everything is not that cut and dry all the time. It's just not. Everybody in the Bible didn't always have all the answers, but God did. He still knows what's going on, because hello, he's God. What we're supposed to be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't tell you what to do for you. I don't know all the logistics about what's going on with you, but what I'm supposed to be doing is fully trusting Jesus and fully relying on him, that regardless of what happened, regardless of that happened, regardless if this happened, regardless if the other occurred, regardless of how I got here, God is still God, and he has not moved off the throne, and he's still good, and he always will be, even in the midst of my not having it all figured out.